All right, this is Deanna Marie, and welcome back here to the Clusie. And today we're going to be talking about the law of sowing and reaping. So let's get started. All right, today's Bible reference is going to be Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. So you guys know how I am. I always say the same thing. Open up those Bibles, get in the Word, and let Him speak to you what He wants to speak to you about, and pray and open up the lines of communication. Okay, in this part of the Bible, it's talking about how God's not mocked. Don't be deceived, because God's not mocked. And whatever a man sows, he's going to reap, okay? I'm going to put this in words kind of referencing marriage, but of course it applies to your business practices and how you operate as a human being too, okay? So, but the marriage is the example I'm going to go with today, okay? When God says, "Do not be deceived," he's you can't mock him. I hope that you guys know when you go out and you decide to cheat and commit adultery and you do all of these things, you are actually making a mockery of God's institution of marriage. You are making a mockery. You are mocking him because he wants you to be with one person. He does not want you to be making a mockery of his design. And when you decide to go out there and cheat and sleep around and do all of this other stuff, and some of you guys have been through situations where, you were cheated on. You were with somebody and they broke up your marriage and then they went and ran off and they went to be with the person that they were cheating with and all kinds of other stuff, okay? What a man sows, he's gonna reap, okay? And you cannot do stuff like that to people and then expect that God's going to bless your union. You're going to live in abundance on the other side. So if you've been cheated on or somebody did something like that to you, you don't have to worry about anything. Or if the person's getting away with it, remember, I always say nobody's getting away with anything down here. You don't have to worry about that because everything that was sown into a relationship in the beginning, if it's built off of lying, cheating, deceiving, the tears of other people, breaking up homes and stuff like that, that's exactly what those individuals will eventually reap. There will be no happiness. There will be no nothing in it because you know why? God can't bless it. God cannot bless something that started in a sinful way. He can't do it. He literally can't do it. And once you decide to cross those lines, you cross those boundaries, or somebody crossed them on you or whatever, God, he's taken out of that situation. He can't bless that union or anything like that because it's not of God. It's built on something that was sinful and from the enemy. So you don't have to worry about, seeking revenge and doing all of that other stuff. They're going to reap exactly what they've chosen to sow. Now, that being said, on the other side, say you meet somebody and you meet them in the correct manner. You do all of the wonderful things that you're supposed to do. Some of you guys end up going above and beyond and you guys end up becoming step fathers and, stepmothers and you're taking on, someone else's maybe they're in debt because, their ex-spouse did some other stuff and you guys have taken all that stuff on. God looks at that and guess what? You're going to reap blessings upon blessings. You know why? Because you did the right thing. And not only that, you went above and beyond. You passed this test and now he's going to bless everything that your marriage touches. Everything. You will be blessed when you come in and you'll be blessed when you go out. You will just have blessings and you're going to live a happy, peaceful life in marriage. Okay, that's what that means. So you can't take something that's God's and his plan and his stuff and then just completely disrespect it. That's what he's talking about. It's actually making a mockery of God. And if I were doing something like that, I would be very scared because God doesn't play around with stuff like that. It's very disrespectful. So I don't think anybody out there, I'm hoping if you're coming across this channel that you're not even entertaining any of those wicked thoughts or anything like that. Put it to the side because it's not worth it in the end. It really isn't this temporary moment of bliss or this, plan that you have set out in your mind or something like that. It's not worth it in the end. Okay? If God has a person for you and he has something for you, you don't have to sin to get it. You don't have to lie and cheat to get it. You don't have to do those things to get it. If you have to do something like that, then guess what? That's not from God. It isn't. It isn't. And you have to be strong enough to say, hey, this isn't from God. I'm going to reject this because I know that in the end, I'm going to reap exactly what I've sown in this situation. And God has a funny way of, punishing people for things that they wanted to do. He can make you not have financial abundance anymore. He can make you live a life of struggle. He can make that person cheat on you. He can do whatever. He's God. He'll figure it out. Just don't put yourself in that situation. There's nothing good that's going to come from it. I can promise you that. Not one good thing is going to come from it. Okay? It's going to be everything that situation touches is going to be tainted. Okay? So, anyways, like, share, subscribe, and comment as always. And I will see you guys back here next time.